Alright, so I think this one slipped through the cracks, but a ton of people have done it. So this is another Cust King submission. Actually, so I think Monad must have changed his in-game name to Egg Stapler. So Monad is now Egg Stapler. But we'll know him forever as Murphy's Law, because that's more apt for how his seeds have been generated here. So TS Monkey Patch and Mean have both beat it. Evil Boy Genius, 95, Mean. It's a Tethys run. I think I'm able to do a Tethys run now. So, I've had a few days off of Tethys, and my Tethys meter is not so filled to the brim. I'm sure this run will fill it back up, though. The one thing I will give this combo, the one thing I'll give it, Shade Splitter can make Tethys not so bad of a ring 1. Probably more so than any other secondary, maybe. Maybe not Primitive Mold. Primitive Mold's probably still better. But, yep, we'll get it done here. I mean, this looks really hard. Look how many people went out in ring 1. I don't think we will because we have Shade Splitter, but we'll see. And a lot of other people just go out. I'm guessing this must have hit the front page at some point. That's like most difficult challenge type thing. Let's see. Stunner Talos. Darkness. Patient. Okay. Frenzied Swarm, good for Patient. Ice Tornado, decent to start with. Immortal Trade, very good. So it's okay so far. Ooh, do I take that Divine Horde, though? Go Chillwind. That also makes ring. I feel like because I have a Chillwind, because I have Ice Tornado, I feel like I can take this Divine Horde. Ooh, Volatile Gauge. Do I dare? I mean, it'll nullify these immortal trades from being useful, which is bad. It only really helps the Ice Tornadoes. Volatile Gauge is really good in Umbra. It's not really good in Stygian. It can be, though, if I get Conduit. Like, if I were to get 2 points of Conduit, I'd be more than happy with Volatile Gauge. So, I get 50-50 of getting 2 points of Conduit. And I have a 75% chance to at least get 1 point of Conduit. Wait, no, that's not true. Yeah, it is true. 75% chance. But I wouldn't have it for the first few rings, and it'd be pretty much... It could... I was going to say it's a downgrade to my ring 1 through 3, but I don't know. I think maybe the increased draw to Ice Tornado and the chance to get them cost reduced is pretty good, maybe. I don't think Firebox does that much for me. I guess Firebox could open up like Shadow Siege, but Volatile Gauge opens that up even more if that were... I'd probably just take a Firebox. I don't know. I do like the Gauge. I feel like if I were on a win streak, though, I wouldn't risk the Gauge here. So let's do what we would do normally. It's like... Part of me is like knowing that it's such a cursed seed. I'm like, Volatile Gauge might just be the thing to like whack it all out of whack, so to speak. Sketches is pretty YOLO. It'd be good if I get an incant units, but Problem with sketches is it really, aside from Shadow Siege, is horrible for Umbra. Like, I might get stuck with Umbra units, I'm thinking. Like, because you need them, you need the right Gorge unit in front. So it's like, that's why I really don't like Shadow Siege, especially pre-DLC, at least post-DLC it has like an okay infusion, but, or an essence, but, you know, pre-DLC it's like, realistically, sketches is your only way to ever get Shadow Siege to actually get into play. Every now and then you can get into play through other shenanigans, but it's, the most straightforward one is sketches, but this is the clan that is the most punished by sketches, typically, because, again, most of their units are Gorgers, and they have to be in front, and they don't have any real point to be stacked on a floor. Might just take a split anvil. Pretty good with the ice tornado. Should be able to do this. Huge improved firebox value. Alright, so at least we already got some health on our chill wind here. Could have maybe went for the lifesteal there, since I have extra energy here. But I think... So I'll draw Ice Tornado by the time this guy gets to the top, and I could go for the greed here. Let's do this. Ah, that was stupid. Why did I do that? I'm gonna hold them. Problem is, I can't really put this guy up here because I can't be Ember Drained next turn. So, just do this, take the hit. I guess I'm not guaranteed to draw it. Well, I got that at least, but that's not good. Well, this obviously didn't go as planned. I'm gonna put the lifesteal there because, God, this is so much fucking damage. Okay, I do need to get a guy in. I don't really need to get a guy in front. Pretty sure that just wins it for me. Alright, well that went pretty bad. I greeted for the collector. Hopefully that was worth it. 50 gold for that much pyre health. For 32 pyre health, basically, is what I paid. Granted, I did have to literally bottom deck to Ice Tornado for that to happen, but it is what it is. Might take a drain, I don't know. Either that or one more Ice Tornado. Probably take a Making of a Morsel. I don't know if on 8 pyre health if I can really go left here now. Pretty big mistake. I don't know, was it a mistake? I feel like what percent of the time do I draw Ice Tornado in the bottom 2, you know? Probably enough that 50 gold wasn't worth it. I don't think I can go left here. If I could go left, I would take Prismal Duffs. Maybe even then I don't. I don't know, Making a Morsel just opens up a bit more, I think. This has synergy with Split Anvil. I could Intrinsic it, and it's really good at that. Allows me to put Tethys on floor. But if I don't get Conduit Tethys, there's really not much point for me to do anything with Tethys. Just take this. I'm gonna take a Morsel Maker. I'm gonna go for an Umbra plan here. I am just not feeling Stygian right now. Endless Armor Incant. God damn it. Well, There are ways this run can't be cursed, right? I could have took Volatile Gauge, I could have took Sketches, and that's a win. So, kudos if anyone did that, of course. I could still maybe make one of them work because of improved Firebox. I mean, it's probably worth taking. The Essence might be good onto anything, really. Right now, half the time, I still can play it. Well, I can't play it. Here's the problem. Just the many ways I hate this unit. Like, I actually can't play it because I don't have enough pip. God, I hate this unit. I really hate it. What a waste. Trying to think, what would it? I guess it's only really good on the sweeper, the Essence. Sorry, I gotta do something on the side here real quick. I'm debating just taking another morsel Mako, by the way. It could help the next ring. The Essence is good into like a lot of stuff. At 8 pyre health, I kind of need help, right? And 60 attack. Kind of wish I took the Icy Silliphite now. I knew I probably should have took the Icy Silliphite, I just didn't want to. I'm just gonna take another Morsel Maker and probably just lose. This run's not going so well. Hell's Banners. That also would have probably let me do the Shadow Siege on turn 2 sometimes, so I'm just messing up continually. They'll take an Abandon and Tumbra. don't really need to put anything on these, but let's do this for now. Just to help not die. Not dying. How dumb would it be for me to do this? Go big or go home, I say. Well, that couldn't have gone much worse. God fucking damn it. All this shit I could draw. And it gives me dead weight. Lifesteal double unit. Alright, we're gonna frontline you. Just get an incant there. I guess we could actually go like this and I can kill them all. Probably makes sense, right? Really? Okay, I can still kill it, thankfully. This guy's gonna end my day. How did I do so poorly here? Ice Tornado, you're definitely not the MVP of this run. Well, we can do the Frenzied Swarm at least. Keeping Tethys alive there, I think, might have saved our run, but we'll see. God, this Ice Tornado is definitely not the fucking MVP of this run. It's just crazy how bad this card is. It's like the only run where it can actually show me that it's worthy of anything. It still just finds a way to be fucking useless. 9-1, oh my god, okay. I don't know, those spikes might fuck me pretty good. And now you want to do something when everything's already fucking over. Alright, well we barely get by that one. Good thing I took both morsel makers. Had I not, I don't think we would have won there. Offering token is probably not going to be that good in this. Do I still take it anyway? Yeah, Crystallis. Just be better. It'd be nice to have a reliable backline clear. It also has synergy with Anvil, but a Space Prism is also good. Might have to take mine here. This combo just doesn't have a good way to get to the back line. Mind Collapse is probably pretty necessary. Well, I go left to get some health. Hellvent. Who knows what. We kind of need a carry unit. I just don't have that right now. I think we gotta go for this. endless. Dude, Merchant of Steel's in cursed runs. It's like, I should just not go them. No, Crucible Warden or Shadow Eater. Shadow Eater is the overall better unit, but I don't know. I suppose Alloy would be a lot better. Let's go here. Oh, I should have known this. Mean even said there was a Dante in this run. But I forgot, which is probably good. I probably don't need to know. Here's the shitty thing. I don't know that I can take it. Like, 2 ticks from a candle kills me. I don't really have a good way to play them out other than Mind Collapse. All my units are pretty expensive. I could have a bad draw where I just draw a bunch of them. I also do kind of want to go to Ember Drain with the Immortal trade. It's kind of rough. Really wish I didn't take 32 damage on Ring 1. That was not worth it. I think in the future I need to be less greedy about a 50 gold collector. Even if it is like a 1 out of whatever chance. It's just not worth the risk. Frenzied Swarm could help. Drain probably could help, but probably not. I mean, even with the Dante, I don't know how I scale it right now. I'd have to frontline with it, I guess. I would have to get through this fight as well. Fuck it. I don't think I can win without it. So we'll either die here or not. Quick. Even a shitstone I would have took at this point. Well, we gotta do everything we can here. Try to get something going. Would have loved like a piercing. We should go as hard as we can on removals here. Can only put one down, unfortunately. Do I put it here or do I put it up here? I know I do that probably then. Because I can get a guaranteed morsel here every turn with Abandon and Tumbra, so I think I do want to just go here. Frontline you. Like here, I would have loved to play Ice Tornado, but I can't. Get the incants up here, I suppose. I could do it here. I think we should. I think we're gonna be good here, hopefully. It's actually fine. Let's put that here. That can go there. Well, we get through it. It's the next ring I guess I'm more worried about. I was pretty worried about that one too, though. Well, on the one hand, this is really good. This one's pretty good too. I mean, against Seraph the Patient. This one's going to be more useful to me immediately, I think, but the candles make it worse. Getting it to a 2 cost would be nice, but I kind of need to go left here. I don't have much money anyway. I can't even reroll here, because I had to go so aggressive on removals there. So I think we're going left. Well, either way, this is just better. Yeah, these are shit. These are shit. I think because we have these candles, I'm gonna go Ember. Actually be able to use my 3 costs with the candle. $30 power. I just don't see how I can make these work. I could put Sillified into the Shadow Eater, I guess. Since Shadow Eater would go on a bottom floor. I guess that kind of works. I was really hoping for a conduit. Hopefully we can get one by the end. If not, we still have split anvil, so it's not all too bad. I don't like wing steel with the candles. Just don't have a good intrinsic, unfortunately. If we're not getting conduit, it's not that much point to focus on Tethys. This run would probably turn into just Shadow Eater, spells, and I don't know how we beat the boss. Well, there's Dante, of course. Yeah, I think this works. We're gonna go Sillifight. I am gonna go to 50 shards if I do this, but I think I need this. I don't know how I kill anything otherwise. Be nice if Sillifights was on strike, then this would be amazing, if the essence was. But even just 1 to the whole floor is pretty good. I don't think we take any more. We're probably going to put Morsel Maker into Dante, so that's going to be another 25. Double check that I can even do that. Yeah, I should be able to. Don't think we take any of these. What do you know? No Shadow Eater. Go like this. Just make it so he doesn't get another Scourge into here. Good turn to draw that. Generally, rubber does so little for a non-Gorge unit. You want to put it on the Gorge unit and then just give the stats to the other unit. Unless Shadow Eater was our carry, but right now Morsel Maker is basically our carry. You know, we want to get his stats up for the boss so that we can do all that shenanigans. Okay, decided to play nicely, nice. This just earns us a Scourge, so we're not going to do that. We go like this. I can use Drain to get rid of the whatever you call it. We get that big frozen lance damage here. But, you know, it's all good. Suppose I could have held an Ice Tornado for that if I was more intelligent, but I'm not. I think Unnamed Tome over the Frenzied Swarm here makes sense. I might take the Blazing Bolts. It's just like a much better Ice Tornado, if you think about it. You give up Permafrost for 10 extra damage and an entire extra hit. It's just a much more consistent card. We'll take it. Also, now my spells are doing more. I always I'll be honest, I always forget that portion of it a lot of the time. We'll go left, try to get a large stone. On Dante, I think Dante without stats, even if it's just a Morsel Maker infusion, is a bit sad. Then again, I'm giving up a Vortex and a Horde for that. But if I don't take the steal now, I gotta wait till then, even give up a Hellvent for it. I'm not gonna wait that long to put a steal onto my Dante. Okay, piercing will go on the Mind Collapse. Would that be good? Quick wood. Do I wait? So we'll hit the final steel. Do I wait for a shitstone? Even when I want shitstone, it doesn't come up. It's like these Merchant of Steel and Cursed runs are just aggravating. Just beyond aggravating. I think I'm gonna greed. I mean, I'm doing the Morsel Maker infusion here. Let's check this first, just in case. Pretty shit. That is not at all needed. That is the worst one we could have got. Would have loved anything else there. Literally anything else. Alright, which one do we want more? The guy with 10 attack or the one with Battlestone? Probably the one with 10 attack. I'm not gonna -2 though. We can just take that final horde. Probably go spend money. Let's hold our money then. But we're definitely not taking spikes. This is gonna be tough. This is not the boss you want to see here. So the question is, are we just going to not use Tethys? I mean, Sweeper, yeah, I think we just don't use Tethys. In fact, because I can go Morsel Maker top into Dante, that scales him. I like that. Just put you here. Do that. Do that. Do that so it doesn't get rage. Just a little worried. I had to frontline him to get the scaling, but obviously this boss coming up is a bit of a bitch. I was really hoping I get something that could survive 2 attack. I guess we can't. So we don't get the collector as a result. If I just put the armor incant on Dante like I had thought about, would have been so much better. I shouldn't have even put that guy there, because this guy's just getting rage pointlessly. This guy is literally never going to get 1 gorge. Okay, he got 1 gorge. We don't need to fill our shit up with this, I guess. Fuck, I should just let this die. This fight that's normally not that bad is just fucking bad here. Well, if they're all dying, I don't really want those to die. Well, we had that guy covered pretty well with those cards that came up. One more Frenzied Swarm is probably pretty good. It's a pretty good card. Could cave everything down. Against Divinity, I do like the Morsel Maker behind the Morsel Maker Infused Dante. It's actually pretty good scaling. I may even want probably a second Dante. Caving everything into the mid floor could work. Alternative is like an Intrinsic Prism Retrieval with Firebox is pretty good. As long as it hits Dante. If it hits Shadow Eater, it's not so good. Might not be the or Morsel Maker. I don't know. We got one of these. Probably won't get intrinsic. It's 1 out of 3. I do kind of like the cave-in. I think we can actually use it here. $35 card deck ain't great though. Drain and Holdover could be good. Frenzied Swarm on Holdover could be good. Drain on Holdover does have anti-synergy with Frenzied Swarm. I mean, either of them on Holdover has anti-synergy with a lot of stuff in the deck, but they're just pretty good cards to have on Holdover. The alternative is maybe Ancient Synergy. I could 2-cost it. Then I'm getting Split Anvil every turn. I actually think that's maybe the call, especially when I do have the spell weakness. Yeah, I think I like that. Let's put another 10 here. And that's about all we can do. Unless I want to take the gold, which I'm pretty sure I don't. Oh my. Well, we could use up the last slot on the Dante. I think we do that. Only problem here is Divinity's attack. If I have 2 of them, that might not be an issue. I have to take a pip upgrade. But I think maybe if I go mid, this could be okay. It's not too bad here either, honestly. I mean, it's melee weakness to the entire floor. But this is just like literally doubling my damage. I think we have to do this. I can actually put this guy in the bottom for once. Amazing. You're just gonna go here. I don't have really any use for you. Could put the Tethys down. I don't need like double morsel probably. It's a good morsel there. You know, this actually, I didn't even consider Morsel Miner on Holdover with Dante. Actually probably would have been maybe better than Morsel Maker. Arguably, it's not actually super clear. Interesting. Break a spell shield. Maybe I shouldn't have put Tethys, I don't know. Like, Tethys probably should have stayed mid, seeing all this. Decent amount of damage. We actually kill him there. He's just gonna die to frostbite. Amazing. No, I mean, chill win. Still pretty good for killing bosses. Probably a skip, unfortunately. Just too bad. I mean, there's a lot of good rares. This is what we hit. Could do gifts. I mean, I do have spell weakness and stuff. Don't think so. Piercing is interesting. I think I just want to put all my shards into Dante's. I might take 3 of them, honestly. No conduit. I think we can I don't know. Is this armor worth the gold? I don't know that Shadow Eater lives. Which might not be an issue. I think we can do this. I think we just throw Tethys away. I'd rather have double morsel here. What a horrible opener, by the way. Like, I don't even get Dante, get like... Okay, we can go double Dante top. And then keep this on holdover. There's no way I can keep him alive unless I want to let that go. I'm likely, even then, he probably dies. Yeah, I think we just give up on him. And do this. Well, I can keep him alive here, I guess. I could have actually kept him alive. I could have gone here and done the collapse there, but it's fine. We'll just throw these away. We have our damage up pretty high here. I always remember Shadewings has this ridiculous double Shadewing in the back of the boss. As if that's balanced whatsoever. Alright, we beat him. To be honest, wouldn't have been surprised if we didn't, though. But yeah, that melee weakness, I guess, is just gonna crush anything. One more drain is good. We need drain for the divinity, is basically what we're at now. Let's skip those. Don't want to power up another Blazing Bolts. It's just a little bit too slow. I don't know if I take the Divine Horde here. I don't know that there's, like, that much that would help me. We just go with removals. I do want one more Dante, though. I could make this guy endless. I don't think I need to do that. I don't even know if I need the unit at this point. Probably isn't really worth having in the deck. I know I just spent money on it, but... yeah, I'm trying to think why I would need this when I have a Totem Fragment now. I just don't need this unit. I'd rather get the Dantes out quicker. And I definitely don't need Shade Splitters. Do I even need this Morsel Maker, I wonder? I kind of don't think so. Let's just get the Dantes up and running. Should be good enough. Just troll out melee weakness if we can. No, we don't have Incant Synergy anymore. Should probably just got rid of the lifesteals. Do we want all of these guys on one floor or what? I don't really want to rally him. Like If I put him down on either of these floors, he's just gonna die, though. I think if I drain him... Okay, nope, never mind. Fuck me. Well, with any luck... That'll be good. Man, where the fuck is my thing? Draw order in this seed has been abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. Let's just do that. Four melee weakness. Still no unnamed tome. Still none. Hey, what do you know? Surprised we're having such trouble killing this guy. I would have thought maybe flying kill, but I guess not. Should be a pretty good one there. Alright, I get through that. Hope and Divinity should be fine. It still has his old name, Manad. Interesting that it like keeps the old name, but updates it in the... I wonder how the code for that looks. I don't think we want to go top. I can block 2 with this. That was a bit of a mistake. Is what it is, I guess. If I lose 1, I lose 1. I think I only really need 2. Maybe I should have kept the Morsel Maker, I don't know. Well, him dying is just an inevitability at this point. Man, what the fuck is going on? Well, we might lose here. Definitely needed to draw better stuff. Like, okay, we got the drain at least. This cave-in is obviously not going to do much. God. Fucking spikes, dude. I hate what they did with this fight. Well, maybe we can do it with just 1. This should be pretty good. Let's keep that guy down. I can finish that guy off, hopefully, with Ancient Synergy. The fucking stealth here is not good. This is such a shit show, a fucking fight. Well, shit didn't go well. Whatever. I don't care anymore. That's Tethys for you. Even with fucking Dante, you lose. Fuck this seed. Whatever. I should have done intrinsic on Drain. I mean, it's my fault. It's not like it was unbeatable. There was plenty of high roll opportunity to be had. But, yeah, whatever. Let's see what they did. Alright, well. Boring. But, yeah. I guess if you YOLO that, you get it. This one makes a little more sense. I think you can justify Volatile Gauge. I don't think you can justify the sketches, but definitely Gauge, I think you can justify. Especially if you visit Artifact first, then you're like, oh, I got a 66% chance. I think with Tethys it might make sense to go Artifact first, but if you see that, I'd be like, oh, I got a 66% chance to get Conduit here, and then eventually I'm pretty likely to get Conduit. Obviously, we never get Conduit, but I think that it's justifiable to take the Volatile Gauge. I was pretty close to taking it. And then especially Gauge combined with Split Anvil is very good. So, although I'm surprised he didn't end up taking the Shadow Siege. Didn't need it, probably. I mean, with the Dante. And yeah, if I had just locked in Incant Armor like Mean did here, which was probably what I should have just done. I was getting greedy. I was like, I can get like a Shadow. I can get stats. Obviously, they just never came up. And then, like, the melee weakness made it so I couldn't even get the final thing. So yeah, this is just a much better run, right? Now, I will say, I don't know, I guess, I think you could justify sketches if your plan was to go Stygian, but like I said, like, I don't know if they ran it before or whatnot, but like, I just don't see how you take, if your plan was to go Umbra, I don't see how sketches is making sense here. If, you're so unlikely to see Shadow Siege, and if you didn't, you basically can't use any of the Umbra units as intended, right? I don't know though. Maybe it's justifiable. Who knows? Maybe I'm just being facetious. This one makes sense that it probably would have been pretty good up until Last Divinity, but with Last Divinity, well, I don't know. I mean, you do have the Guard of the Unnamed Infusion, so there is some survivability there. It's endless. You have the Totem Fragment. You have the Ancient Synergy and Holder with Piercing. Have the Frigate of Good. Frigate of the Good makes sense here. You know, you're not really going to benefit much from melee weakness. Maybe you benefit from sap on the Endless Siliphyte. Maybe. But probably for Greater Good is just better. I don't know. This looks like a pretty good deck to me. Interesting that you took Dante, but didn't take Dante. I think I would have still took Dante. But either way, the Cloak is pretty good here. Yeah, you'll have to let me know what happened on Last Divinity. Because it looks like a pretty good deck, honestly. You have this on holdover, that on holdover. Like, your survivability is there. You got pretty good damage. I guess what I could see is maybe you made it to Relentless and just couldn't actually hit Divinity. I guess if you're not set up on the bottom, you'd have to set up on the bottom. And maybe you just maybe you set up mid and couldn't actually kill Divinity. Because to me, I'm like, I feel like you would be deleting the waves. Right? Unless you just didn't draw this in time. That could happen. You'll just have to let me know. Then there's my shitty run. Crucible Warden. Yeah. Well, that was a fun one. I think there was good opportunities for a few things. Obviously, there's Dante. There's the Shadow Siege. And yeah, I just played really stupid. There's many different ways that I should have prepared for Divinity better, and I just didn't. I should have locked in the Armor Incant, not gotten greedy. I should have put Intrinsic on a Drain, or at least a Frenzied Swarm. Either one of them would have been making a lot of sense. And the Cave-In obviously was useless. It never is useful. Never is useful. Just never take it. It's just a dead weight. Never once did I play it with any relevancy. And it's about all I can think of. Those are the main problems. But yeah, thanks for that submission. I totally had passed it over. And until next time, thanks for watching. Peace.